Alright, what's going on, guys? Devil here, and I'm with the Adults at War facing off against 9527. We came out on top with a pretty decent margin. So let's take a look at what happened. We're going to start with number 17, Swan Johns. Now, someone told me recently that HGHB doesn't work. It's broken. I don't know why, but here is an HGHB. It's a lower level Town Hall 9 with level 1 expos, only level 5 queen, so it's really weak Town Hall 9. So Swan is going to come in from the top. He's going to do his giants and some healers, some funneling troops, a couple of wizards, and the baby dragon. Also, just so y'all know, this is like before the update that just came out. At least I'm like 90% sure this is post or before the update. So in go the giants. The bowlers are going to get funneled inside pretty well. And one potential problem here is that some of these bowlers are going to go left. And there's that big open space right there. And when you're doing these attacks, you want to keep those bowlers away from the double giant bombs. And as you can see right here, there's one giant bomb, two giant bombs, and he's going to lose those bowlers. And on top of that, he puts his rage down. So the rage has less of an effect since the bowlers died. Now, I was watching this live, and at this point, I thought the attack was pretty much over. And Swan John makes a good recovery. So he's going to have some pretty good hog placement here. So in goes some hogs on that distracted archer tower. He's going to pop that BK and heal these hogs up. Now that heal is going to help these hogs get through a couple of defenses, including the splash damage from the bomb tower. There's still a baby dragon up doing some work. And there's another heal to keep those hogs moving. So at this point, stuff's not looking too bad. Both those healers are up. Baby dragon's up. Some bowlers are up. There's a surprising number of hogs still alive. And I think maybe just because they're a lot of lower level Town Hall or Town Hall 8 defenses. However, if you look at all those hogs, that's a lot of hogs. So maybe this isn't the best judge since everything's lower level. But I think if you avoid those double giant bombs, I think it still works. Alright, so here is a harder Town Hall 9. So we got level 3 expos, level 10 queen, still a low level queen, but it's another HGHB. So Zetio is going to attack from the northeast, and a bunch of funneling wizards. Now perhaps that king went down a little too early because it looks like he might walk, unless these wizards funnel him in. Yeah, so the king's gone. Unless you don't want the king going inside, which when I do an HGHB, a lot of times my king will do something else outside. And the reason for that is because you've got all those giants in the middle doing the tanking. You don't really need the king in there, I don't think anyway. So he gets the bulk of his troops inside, and some of these giants are going to go around. That's unfortunate. But the bowlers are inside, and there's still, that looks like one giant tanking. So he's going to go ahead and send some hogs in on some distracted buildings. And a really nicely placed heal that's going to cover the hogs as they advance through the towers. The king's still up on the other side doing some work, tanking for some wizards. On the southwest side, in goes some more hogs. They're going to get sprung, but they're going to take out the air defense and now the archer tower. So it's not looking too bad. Maybe not the strongest. I mean, if it weren't for those giants going outside the base, I think this would have been a lot stronger. So HGHB definitely still works. So, of course, air is, the meta now post-update. But HGHB still definitely works. Good job, Zetio. Alright, so here is V hitting this base with a quad LaLoon. Now, when I watched this attack, my jaw dropped because I know V. I've been, warring with her for a very long time, and hasn't liked doing air as long as I can remember. But here she is hitting this base with 4 lavas. That is insane. I don't think I would have done this with 4 lavas. So she's going to do just one golem and basically send her heroes in. They're going to be able to take out an air defense, the defending archer queen, and 1 air defense. Or rather, the defending, 3 things, whatever they were. Okay, so as soon as this dragon goes down, basically that's their, that's all they're going to get. That's all she's going after, so that's good. So in comes one lava. There's one balloon to cover that bomb tower, so that's very nicely done. 2 balloons, you get the cannon. Now watch this. She's going to, as soon as this cannon goes down, she's going to do one more balloon. This way they go in and they get raised up. That is superb deployment. So in comes one balloon to get the sweeper. And the purpose of that is to keep these balloons moving inwards. So she was just didn't get that sweeper down in time. Maybe she should have done 2 balloons. But you can see she's definitely, putting a lot of thought into these balloon deployments. So it's just some expert deployment. Everything about this is amazing. This is a great attack. I really like it. Definitely put a lot of thought into it. So great job, V. Look at all these pups everywhere, balloons everywhere. That lava might pop, maybe. Pops everywhere. There's a troll Tesla in the corner. I don't think it's a problem. Oh, there's 2 troll Teslas. Look at that. I still don't think it's a problem. Let's go ahead and fast forward. This is looking great. Oh, she had looks like she had some balloons in the bag to get the one on the west. So great job, V. All right, so here we got Marcus hitting a Town Hall 9, and Marcus is a Town Hall 10. I don't normally like to show dip attacks. I feel like it's, not very notable. But a lot of times, recently, I've seen a lot of Town Hall 10s failing on to 3-star 9s. And usually they're using a lot of bowlers. So I think when you're doing 10v9, I think it's better just to use like a walk Valk combination like Marcus is doing here. So Marcus is doing a walk in order to build part of the funnel, and now he's going to send in a bunch of Valks. My only critique on this attack is that he had no real plan for the clan castle other than poison. I would have done a hog or something just to get the queen to kill the clan castle, because you don't want those bowlers or rather the balloons to take out your whole kill squad. So the CC goes down, and the Valks are still pushing through. So down goes a heal to keep the giants alive, and the bowlers are still up doing work. In comes some back-end wizards. I would also recommend some back-end like hogs or balloons or something. Not very many, but just something to help out. But this is still looking pretty decent. His level 29 queen is beating through a wall trying to get to that air defense. She is going to do it any moment, I think. So we'll go and fast forward. So unfortunately, some Valks are walking around. The golem is tanking. And it really doesn't matter. It's all done. So basically, if you're a 10 hitting a 9, that is roughly how I recommend doing it. And that's it. Good job, Marcus. Okay, here is my Town Hall 10 hitting another 10. It looks like all the towers are relatively lower levels. I actually made a lot of mistakes hitting this base. So I assumed that just to the right of that archer tower, I figured there was a Tesla. That's the purpose of that baby dragon, to try to get the Tesla, which wasn't there. And here in a moment, the clan castle is going to come out. I'm going to use the poison. I'm going to use a rage and the ability. I've said before, if you use a rage and an ability right at the same time, I think that means you did something wrong. So right there, you can see I did something wrong. I should have just picked one or the other. Instead, I was in the middle, not knowing which one to do. So that's my fault. And the archer tower doesn't go down. I want the queen to go counterclockwise, so in go some hogs to try to get that tower. They're going to get sprung. At this point, I don't want to commit any more troops to that archer tower. And at this point, the queen's going to walk. It's because she's going to go after, I think, that Tesla. So I'm going to stick to my plan and hope everything works out. I'm going to get my king into this little compartment here. And that one Valk just to funnel the king inside. And then I'm going to send a bunch of Valks. Now, if you look at that jump, I think it actually missed. I also missed the builder's hut. I should have just put one Valk there. I don't know why I didn't. But if you look, the jump, I think it misses. Pretty sure it does. I think you see them beating through a wall here in a moment. I definitely wanted these Valks to go right into the core. That did not happen. So now they're in the core. So now we're just waiting for some Inferno towers to go down. or at least get closer to going down. So you don't want to waste that heal. So one tower goes down, another one's about to go down. The heal's already been down for a moment. Now it has effect. And in goes some backhand hogs. Luckily that queen stayed alive. I think that, was a big deal. So everything's looking really good now, even though I made a bunch of mistakes. But hey, that's why we do this, right? I've always told people to watch your attacks, whether you win or lose. And to the corner for the last building. So there it is, 3 stars for the good guys. And that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Keep up the fire.